Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a comprehensive wheel guide. So I'm going to be covering diameter, durometer, contact patch, core positioning and core size, and different lips of the wheel. So to start off, I have a 76mm zombie hog here, and I also have a 69mm Sector 9 race formula. So generally, the diameter is measured by the widest point of the circle. So at its widest point, this wheel is 76mm. At its widest point, this wheel is 69mm. So a bigger wheel means more mass, which means it's going to accelerate slower, but it's going to hold its rolling speed a lot faster, which is really popular for racing. And a smaller wheel is going to accelerate a lot faster, but it's not going to hold its speed as well, which is a bit more popular for free riding. Next off, we have durometer. So both of these wheels are 78A. What this means, durometer is the scale that you measure the hardness or the softness of the wheel. So the general scale, or general numbers, whatever, are 78 to around 88. The lower the number, the softer it is. The higher the number, the harder it is. So soft wheels are really popular for racing because they stick and they grip a lot better to the corner, and you're not going to slide out. And the harder wheels are really popular for free riding because they just slide out like nothing. It doesn't take much effort, but it does take a lot more control. Personally, I prefer 78A wheels. I like soft wheels. I know some people say that you should pick your durometer on your weight. So the heavier you are, the lower you should go. Obviously, I'm a woman. I only weigh like 130 pounds, and I use 78A wheels. I have no problem whatsoever. That's my favorite duro. So I would not use your weight as a scale to pick your durometer at all. You just have to try out different wheels, try out different durometers, and decide what you like best. So next I have contact patch. The contact patch is the distance that comes in contact with the ground. So a small contact patch is going to be a bit more, it's going to kick out a lot easier. It's mostly for free riding, and it's going to be a lot more controllable, and it's going to slide out for a little bit longer compared to a wider contact patch, which is used for racing. It sticks more, there's more surface area, grips to the ground more, and yeah, you're gonna, if it has a really wide contact patch, you're gonna have a lot more problems kicking it out, so you gotta find a nice medium there too. Next off, I am going to be covering the core. So as you can see, this wheel has a really big core, and this wheel you can hardly see the core. So a bigger core translates into less urethane. So what that means is, first off, the less urethane you have, the less it's going to soak up bumps in the road. So this wheel has like as much urethane you can get with the core being so small. So you're not going to feel every little bump in the road, whereas with this, I find the zombies feel, you can feel the rocks a lot more in the road. Which this also means is the bigger the core, the less urethane. It also means the less mass you have. So although this is a big, this wheel has a large diameter, which means slower acceleration, but it holds its momentum faster. The less urethane is going to mean the less mass, means this wheel is actually going to accelerate fast and hold its speed not so well. The opposite of what you would think. Whereas this wheel is going to accelerate slowly, but it's going to hold its speed really well. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The core positioning is also really important. You can have your core side set, so it's flush with the side, like this wheel. You can have a center set wheel, where the core is right in the middle here. Or you can have an offset wheel, where it's in between the middle and the side, like this wheel. So the pros and cons of that pros of a side set, it's all your weight's going to be right over here, so you're going to be able to kick this wheel out a lot easier, slide a lot easier, but all your weight is over here, so it's going to cone a lot faster. Center set wheel, everyone loves center set wheels because once they start to cone, like this wheel, you just flip them around and cone them again, pretty much till you're at the core. And this wheel is offset. The nice thing about that is you're going to get the most grip out of this wheel. All your weight's going to be at the side here, so when you're cornering, you're just going to get the most grip out of this wheel because your weight is distributed evenly throughout it, I guess. And lastly, I'm going to be covering lips. So for this wheel, it has rounded lips. This wheel has squared off lips. If you can kind of see here, they are flexy too. Not just because this is a soft wheel, but they're flexy. Whereas these, I can't squish them down at all. So what that means is the easier that this wheel is going to mold down to the ground. So when you're cornering, it's going to stick a lot easier. So round edges are nice for that. They flex and they are going to let you grip a lot better. But they are also a little bit harder to kick out, to slide, so that's one thing to take into consideration. And with the rounded wheels, here is another example of rounded lipped pink power balls. They literally have round lips, whereas this just has kind of flat, round. They're not squared, but they're kind of round and flat. But what that means is, because it's rounded, it's going to be easier to kick out. So you're going to get a lot, it's going to be easier to kick out, and it's going to be a bit smoother and more controllable. Whew. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything. I tried to cover as much as I could in as little time as possible. If you have any more questions, feel free to post me a comment. I'd be more than happy to answer. And I have also attached a really comprehensive guide in the information. So I hope that helps, guys.